ugh.
I know.
And then he was like,
who
I'm all
wants raw
natural.
testicles in their mouth?
Apparently
you know?
Liver King does. Maybe he just likes the balls in his mouth.
Mm-hmm. Hi, and welcome to the SaVeg podcast.
I'm Rose, also known as Cheap Lazy Vegan on YouTube.
And I'm Daniel, one of your favorite guest stars on Cheap Lazy Vegan's YouTube channel.
We're two friends who love to talk about the latest trending topics.
So get comfortable and join us while we give our SaVeg take on just about everything.
You are currently listening to the previous episode of this podcast, but if you would like to listen to this week's episode and get some exclusive content, go over to patreon.com/thesavagepodcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the latest and greatest
The latest and greatest.
Yes.
There we go. We got a great episode.
We do.
Apparently.
We do have a great episode. It's been a little while since we recorded.
It's been a while because Daniel was away for a bit.
Yeah. I decided to go camping.
You went camping.
Did a little bit of camping.
Mm-hmm.
Did a summer, a July Canada Day barbecue at my friend's place, which was really fun. So, a bunch of people there. Fired up the Barbie.
What you have? A Beyond Burgers.
What do you think?
Yeah, Beyond Burgers.
Yeah, and it was funny because my friend, they bought a Costco size pack. They went to Costco.
How much is that?
I think it's $20 or something.
And how many do you get?
8.
Okay,
So
that's not bad.
It's not so bad. I think but it might have gone up now because it's been a little while since I bought them at Costco. But anyway, they cooked up these Beyond Burgers for me, and they still had the box left, and they were like, "Well, we're not going to eat it, so you might as well just take it home." So now I have all these Beyond Burgers in my fridge.
God damn, you got some free food. Your favorite thing.
I love free food, Roses. You know I love free food.
God damn, I love. God, why can't people eat the Beyond Burgers?
I don't know, Roses. Okay, they all want their meat. Okay, they want their burger.
You can still, if you're not vegan, you can still have the Beyond Burgers, right? You know that?
Yes.
Ugh, people are so. Anyways.
But yeah, it was beautiful.
But at least you got some free burgers.
Exactly. I love it. So now I got some burgers to actually, you know what? I think I'm going to do, because I'm going to buy some groceries tonight. I'm going to make a Beyond Burger wrap.
You love a Beyond Burger wrap.
I love it. It'd be tasty as hell, guys.
God damn, it'd be lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, guys, we have a couple new patrons to shout out.
Yes, we do. Welcome to our little community.
So thank you so much to Julia
and to Kelly
for joining our Patreon family.
Yes.
So if you guys want to join, go over to patreon.com/thesavagepodcast. You get every episode ad free and a week earlier than everybody else. And you get a bonus episode every single month. And of course, a little shout out. You yawning, Daniels? You tired?
It's just been, you
what? Still not recovered from the hangover of hell?
I am not. And also, I've been out in the sun, all day today. So, I was obviously, wearing sunscreen, reapplying sunscreen. But I was, volunteering at this event. And I was, just in the sun, no shade. And it was so hot. I mean, it's beautiful today.
It is very hot today.
Yeah, I don't want to complain because
for Canadians, nice. This is hot weather.
Mm-hmm. Be 30 to 30 plus 30 degrees.
30 degrees Celsius for Canadians is too hot.
Yeah, goddamn. Well, I think I do like it. Even walking back,
I don't mind 30. Yeah. I think 30 is doable. It's okay. I think when it gets 35 is when I'm no thanks.
Yeah. And it was, just for those of you that don't know as well, we've got a really special thing going on in Calgary right now.
Well, is it special?
It's turning, we kind of talked about this on our walk today too. It's turning less into what it was and more into a music festival.
So we're talking about the Calgary Stampede.
Yes.
Which is this, I mean, some of you may have heard of it.
Yeah.
It's a big cowboy festival.
I know. It's everyone in the house and everyone in the city is wearing cowboy hats and everything else.
And originally it was very heavily, and it still is, which is very disappointing. It's very much like a rodeo.
Yes. The big part of it, on the Stampede grounds.
And I'm why are people still going to the fucking rodeo? It's actually so fucked up. But anyways, but that's one part of it. And now it's kind of become this kind of music festival.
Yeah.
Where a lot of artists come and they perform at different areas of the city.
Yeah. They'll have tents that aren't on the ground, so you can actually go to some of the tents and watch some really big artists without having to go on the grounds if you don't want to.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why people travel here to go, but I guess we're from here, so maybe I don't get it.
Yeah, and I mean, admittedly, the one thing I do love is because Calgary's quite a quiet city.
Yeah.
during this like 10 days, it's like the city actually feels like a big city. Like there's people around, the restaurants are busier, bars are busier, even just away from the grounds, just because there's more people in the city and stuff.
Yeah.
So like that I love because it just feels like a vibrant city.
Yes.
This is how it should be 24/7. There's no reason. Like there's like, I don't know, like 1.5 or 1.6 million people here now. It's like they can like it should be busier.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
But nobody goes there.
I know everyone
including me.
Everyone wants to stay in. Rose be a homebody.
No, I like going out to eat and stuff, and I like I like going out, but I go out. I go out quite a bit. Anyways, maybe not as much as I did.
Yeah.
When I was 21.
I know we ain't 21 no more. You know what I'm saying?
Anyway, people be traveling here.
Yeah. So the city's busy, city's alive. It's beautiful weather. It's nice. So that's what's going on in Calgary.
Like I just want to know what people are thinking when they travel here for Stampede.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, again, I get it. Like maybe I get it. It's like a festival. I guess if you like things like the rodeo, which I'm judging you if that's what you like.
Yeah.
Other than that, I guess it's just like a music festival.
Yeah,
kind of.
But then you're like, well, these artists, I guess if you're from like smaller towns, maybe the artists never come to your town. So you're like, it's your trip to the big city.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, I guess if you're from a small town, I can kind of understand.
Yeah. But if you're from like
Vancouver like, why are you coming here? Like, sorry, but like, thanks for coming and supporting. Like, just don't go to the rodeo. But like,
yeah.
But it's like, it's weird.
Yeah, because like all the artists that come here, I'm sure they come to Vancouver.
I'm sure there's a reason, and we're just being haters.
Yeah, we are. People want to try the like deep fried Oreo or deep fried pickle or whatever
that's the thing. It's like, okay, so now it's evolved. So before it was mostly within, so we call it the Stampede grounds.
Yeah.
So that's like basically where the carnival is. So Stampede traditionally goes like this. So it's on for like 10-ish days.
Yeah.
And the first day of like the first Friday of the Stampede, there's always like a big parade that happens in the middle of downtown. Never been a huge, I'm like, it's a parade, you know? Like what is the deal with parades?
I don't know.
Like, I just feel like they're so boring, but anyway.
I've been to quite a few.
They can be kind of fun. Oh, the only ones that I will approve of are the pride parades. That's the only ones I feel like are kind of fun.
Some of the like, I feel like, you're right though. Even the pride parades, like I went to the one here in Calgary. The one in London was pretty epic.
Yes.
But at the same time, after a while of just standing and watching these floats go by, I'm starting to be like, okay, so what's the
Does anyone actually really like a parade?
Exactly.
Like, I'm confused.
And then like I did like the ones that they did. So sometimes in like Central and South America during like carnivals and stuff.
See, that would be fun.
They had some cool, but even still, it's like you watch the dancers, they walk by, a new group of dancers walks by. It starts to get monotonous.
Yeah.
And you're just kind of like, because the parades can be really long too, right?
But are they drinking on the street? In like South America?
When I was there for a couple of the ones we went to, yeah, you were.
Like, I guess if you're drinking and like you're dancing, it's like a party.
It's more of a vibe, you know?
It's more of a vibe. But the one here, it's just literally just watching, you know, little floaties and horses and I'm just like, anyway.
Yeah.
I'm being a hater. And then, so you have the parade, and then during the Stampede, so 10 days, the carnival is open.
Yeah.
And it's literally just like a carnival. Like, you go there, you eat shitty food, like deep fried Oreos, deep fried butter, fucking deep fried everything, like corn dogs, motherfucking.
There's like a midway rides as well. They have like a log ride there.
Yeah, they've got rides. Like, it's a carnival.
Yeah. It's like a big carnival.
But then now, I think the reason why people travel, and I guess I judge them less because now there's all these, so that's the grounds. And then there's also these Stampede tents that are like giant tents. Like, it's not really even a tent. It's kind of a tent.
Yeah, but it's like,
but they're like gigantic.
It kind of reminds me of like almost like it would be like the size of like a circus tent or something. You know,
yeah,
like one of those like big tents that like you go in there, but obviously they'll just have like a stage at the front where sometimes there's live music.
Yes.
There's usually a couple bar stations. There's usually also an outdoor portion as well that has like food vendors and like places to sit, and like that's where all the outhouses are.
Yeah. So. And nowadays in these tents, we get some pretty big artists that perform. Yeah. So I think this is why people come, which I'm like, okay, I can kind of get it. Like, Tiesto was here. Yesterday was Kygo, which we were supposed to go to, but we did not.
Yeah. Whoops.
Well, we did not because of a good reason. So that was at Cowboy's tent, which is basically, again, another like one of the tents. There's like quite a few tents now.
I want to say there's like 6 or 7.
There must be like, around that much. Yeah. And each tent has like different artists on the different nights. And for this one, we got these tickets that were like $11. But the catch is you have to get in before 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I remember my friends being like, well, there might be a big line, so we might have to get to the line by like 5. And I'm like, and usually the main artist, so Kygo would be the main artist, they don't come out until like 11 p.m. And I'm like, I really don't want to be standing there for like 5 hours.
Yeah.
Like I get, of course, like you can dance and stuff, but like I know myself at this point. I'm like, after about hour 4, I'm going to be like, okay.
Like in our 20s, that would have been fun.
I've done it before.
Yeah. But I think now it's like I like and I was saying this to Rose before. Like, I mean, obviously, if we ponied up and bought the like full price tickets, which actually were pretty expensive for like some of these artists, then you can go in pretty much whenever, I think, and you could go like at 10:30 or 10, and then you just like see the artist and go. So I think there's like that. Like we just bought these cheaper tickets because we're like, oh, well, we might go. And then
we didn't go.
Yeah, then we're like, no.
And no regrets.
No, definitely no regrets. We actually went for dinner instead.
Yeah, I do like Kygo, and I have seen Kygo a few times.
Yeah.
I'll see him again. It's fine.
Exactly.
It's not a big deal.
I know that was we saw him in London.
Yeah, about 10 years, more than 10 years ago.
Oh, God damn.
Maybe about 10 years. But there was like an incident in one of the tents. Okay, we'll get off this topic soon because this is very niche.
This is very
like nobody cares about this.
They're like, what are you guys talking about?
So there's one of the tents is called Badlands, and there was like an issue in the bathroom situation. Did you not hear about this?
I did not hear about this.
So because this is the problem, right? Again, this was never a huge festival until recently. Again, I think maybe social media has blown it up. I'm not sure.
People they deem it now Coachella.
Oh my God, that's so embarrassing. Like I actually want to die.
I know.
This is so embarrassing.
Look it up, guys. It's not the real thing. The TikTokers are doing it.
Oh God, Coachella.
Yeah.
Anyway, people get excited, fine, whatever.
Yeah, it is.
But too many people come, and then I don't know what they do with these tents, and I don't know if they're like, I'm like, is this to code like the number of people that are allowed into these, because they sell tickets.
I didn't even think about this.
But they get so crowded. Like some of them, like we went last year, it was insane at some of them. Like there's barely any room to move. And the thing is, like the the bathroom situation at, I guess, so Badlands is one of the tents. I don't know who was performing, but I guess like there were so many people in the bathroom area or something that they like, I don't know why they did this. I don't know the details, but they like closed off the bathroom. So like people couldn't go to the bathroom. So then people started pissing everywhere.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is not where my mind was going. I was going somewhere else, but
like people were fucking in the bathroom?
No. I was thinking because they have these
explosion?
I was thinking that because they have these porta potties, right? Mm-hmm. And like obviously at the end of the day or the morning before the next event, they're gonna like drain them all, right? Like they gotta like, yeah.
So what were you thinking?
But I was thinking, some of these events, like you're right, like they don't have that many porta potties to how many people are going.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what happens when they fill up? Like, what if they all? And I thought you were gonna say they all filled up, and there's nowhere. They're all full of shit, and no one could go. And yeah, like.
So anyway, I'm like, I feel like some of these tents, I'm like, it's a little dangerous.
Yeah. And that happened the day that the tent that we were at that was super packed. Mm-hmm. That bathroom area got fucked up. Yeah. Because it was like too many people because there was only like one way to get in and like not a proper way.
It's awkward.
So everybody was like crowding there and like people got stuck and like they were just kind of stuck in this weird crowd to try to get to the bathrooms. And it was like nobody was moving and everyone was like freaking out. And I was like, oh my God.
What is it about like older age and not wanting to deal with like that?
I don't know.
Because like when I was younger, I'd be like, oh, whatever. Who the fuck cares? Like, I'll deal with it.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, that sounds awful.
Maybe because like now when we gotta go, we gotta go.
No, I don't even think it's the bath. Like, I mean, just generally like being in like such a crowd and like being surrounded by so many people. I feel like older you get, most people like hate it.
Yeah, I think it's just like, I don't know what it is. Like as you get older, I just feel like you generally just like have less patience with things.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Because you're just like, I just don't want to deal with these
people. Yeah, you're
like,
this is uncomfortable. Why? Like, you just don't want to deal with uncomfortability.
Exactly. You want your creature comforts. I will leave you guys with one last note about porta potties. I don't know if I've ever discussed this on this podcast before. I also don't know if this is an old wives' tale or if there's any truth behind it.
And also maybe if you're eating, maybe don't.
Have I told you this story?
I don't know but I feel like, any story that starts with that has to do with porta potties is not really something you want to listen to when you're eating.
Definitely. So guys, if you're eating, maybe put it away for a minute. So basically, allegedly at some festival, I think it was in the UK or something, there was a girl. that had gone to the bathroom.
Is this an urban myth?
Yeah, I think it's an urban
okay.
myth. I don't know for sure.
I mean, it could have happened.
It could have happened. It sounds plausible.
Crazy things have happened.
But it also sounds absolutely vile.
I don't know if you've told me this. I think you may have told me this.
I think I have. I think when I tell you, you're going to remember and
Yes.
you're going to dry heave. So this girl goes to the porta potty. She's a little bit fucked up. She's with her friends.
Oh,
blah,
God.
blah, 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 blah.
I'm
Anyway.
already going to dry heave.
Yeah. She goes to the porta potty and it's like kind of dark in there, whatever. She kind of sits down. But I guess the porta potty was like so full up that she sat. Yeah. Anyway, so that's an urban legend. Rose loves it.
Oh, you've definitely told me, and I've had this exact reaction.
I'm pretty sure on this podcast I've said it before too. So
The thing
you're
is,
welcome, guys.
I feel like that's a real thing because when I was in Brazil for the carnival, I walked into the worst porta potty situation I've ever seen.
Was it like full?
It was like literally if it was dark and you couldn't see. The thing is though, nowadays we have phones and we have like
really
light. Exactly. That's the thing. You could be fucked up. Maybe back in the day you didn't have a phone and you didn't have a flashlight situation. So you don't really know. But but for me, it was like the daytime.
Yeah.
And obviously I was not like fucked up. And I walked in and I had to pee really bad. But I was just like, and then I walked out because it was so disgusting. And it was like, I think it had gone above the seat.
I think the problem is you have these festivals, right? And it's like there's just not enough of these porta potties for everybody. Yep. So like, and you think about it, like you have like thousands of people all taking a shit. It's gonna fill up. Like gonna fill up.
I mean, people like one lesson: try not to shit or try to take the shit before you leave the house. Mm-hmm. Okay, very important in these festivals. But then eventually, because it was like in this park, like the carnival events or whatever.
Yeah.
And eventually everyone was just pissing in the fucking grass on the street.
God.
Like I took a piss on the street, like because there was no way, like the porta potty situation just was not having it. So everyone was just pissing everywhere.
This happened when I was so I went to Tenerife. They did a festival there.
Yeah.
And it was for their carnivals as well. It was amazing. Such a good time. I was there with my friend and I have never seen so many penises in my life. Drunk guys just whipping it out and just like fucking pissing. And I was just like, all right, then I guess this is what we're doing. And it kind of stunk.
Oh,
and
it's disgusting. This is the thing with these festivals. It's like, I think they're fun, but the bathroom situation always gets to me.
Oh, yeah. It's logistics, right? Anytime you're planning a festival, and we saw that with Fire Festival and all that shit, it's like one of the biggest things that they have to think about is like the bathroom situation, right? If you have like 70,000 people at this event, you have to have enough bathrooms.
Oh, it's so gross.
It is gross.
Anyway, so guys, we're going to begin the podcast with something again about our city, Calgary. So kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So this year, you know how like every year there's like, the most livable cities in the world, like, and they give you a list.
Yeah.
So Calgary last year was at number 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Out of the world, it was at number 5. This year, we're at number 18. Mm-hmm. What the fuck happened?
What did happen? I know like some reasons why I think it was in the top 20. The top.
We were in like the top 10 for a while.
We were. And I think this is the thing with Calgary. It's like, yes, it's not the most exciting city, but up until recently, I feel like cost of living, okay, relative. Also, we have for the size of the city, we have a really large concentration of head offices here. So that helps with the job market a lot. So in terms of like a lot, and we always talk about how Calgary's kind of a bubble because like quite often you can finish school here and you can get a pretty decent job at one of the head offices here.
Yeah.
And when you compare it, like we have, I think it was like saying that we have in Canada at least more head offices per capita than like Toronto. Even though Toronto volume wise has more head offices, they also have like 7 million people, right? So it's there's like a little give and take there. Yeah.
So research shows that Calgary is no longer in the top 5 most livable cities in the world after falling several spots down in the latest Economist Intelligence Unit's Liveability Index report for 2025. So again, last year was 5th and now we're at 18th, the second lowest score among the 4 Canadian cities listed on the report. Again, I don't understand where they're getting this from because like not to be, again, I don't know. Okay. It's also very subjective, I think. Like, yes, it's from the Economist Intelligence Unit, but how do we really assess livability? And also, I would like to know which fucking Canadian cities have made it. So let's see here. Calgary saw the biggest fall down in the ranks. So this is what I'm kind of confused with because it's like all the other cities in Canada are also known for like extremely being expensive. Like, for
Yeah.
example, like Toronto and Vancouver, like no way.
Apparently Toronto's higher than Calgary now. Toronto fell a few spots from 12th in 2024 to 16th. So now Calgary is less livable.
That's like crazy
than
to
Toronto.
me. But come on.
I know.
Like,
So I'm thinking like,
you know, come on.
Exactly. Because like in Toronto, it's like, again, I keep going to cost of living, but that's a huge
Yeah.
aspect of how you live your life. And if you don't have much disposable income, it's going to be hard for you to live there.
So apparently the rankings were based on stability, healthcare, culture and environment, education and infrastructure. So, I mean, I don't know. So it says all the Canadian cities on the list experienced a decline. So all the Canadian cities experienced a decline. Fucking hell. In their scores for healthcare due to strains in Canada's National Health Service that intensified. That's interesting. Yeah. That was a major factor that led to Calgary plummeting 13th spots. I mean, to be fair, we do have a very conservative government that doesn't really. I feel like there needs to be more funding in the healthcare, public healthcare services. So that could be part of it.
Yeah.
So Vancouver is the only Canadian city in the top 10 at the 10th spot, with Montreal listed as the lowest ranking Canadian city at 19.
So it goes Vancouver, then Toronto, then Calgary, then Montreal.
I object.
I know. That's interesting because like Vancouver has the highest rent in Canada, I believe.
It's so expensive.
Exactly. And like the highest house price. So I'm like,
but I guess they're kind of like I guess they're ranking everything kind of separately.
Yeah.
So like maybe they have lower in terms of like livability in terms of cost.
Yeah.
But then maybe they have better healthcare
and better infrastructure and because they're more
do
condensed.
They have
more trains. And
yeah,
stuff
I guess
and
so.
More connected transit, I think.
Guess so.
And Toronto would have more connected transit.
But
than
then
Calgary
my
too.
question is, it's like, how did we drop from 5 to 18?
I know.
Like, how does that make any sense? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Anyway, so apparently Copenhagen this year was named the most livable city for 2025 after securing perfect scores in stability, education, and infrastructure.
Wow.
That's wild.
Again, it'll be interesting to see how they do the ratings.
Yeah.
But like,
interesting that Copenhagen, not interesting, I'm just being, cheeky. But, Copenhagen is a city in Denmark, very socialist country, if I may say so, where people are taxed quite heavily.
Yes.
But they invest that money into the actual infrastructure, education, social, social assistance. So, yeah, even though it is expensive, people are, but again, like, how real is this list? I don't know.
That's where it's like a little bit of a, and it's so tough to say livability because again,
it also depends on like your situation.
Exactly. And the person, right? Because like somebody could be living in, and again, it depends. Yeah. Like on each individual person and their own experience. So yeah, it is a very subjective list, but it is sad to see that Calgary's dropped out of the top 10 because we've been in the
18th.
I know. We've been in the top 10 for a little while, and I know a lot of it was like, Calgary's often ranked like one of the cleanest cities in the world, like all this other stuff, and it's like
I'm offended.
I know.
I mean, why am I all of a sudden like Calgary pride?
I know, you're like, go Calgary. I mean,
no, but it's like it doesn't really make sense. I'm like, okay, where are you getting this from? Because how do you drop from 5th to 18th? Because I don't think that much has changed in our city in the last year. Like
exactly, you want like maybe there was like something drastic that happened, like a huge earthquake or
like
something.
If we
random.
had a war happen, and we might drop a bit.
Then you're like, oh,
nothing's happened that significantly. At least, especially relative to other cities, like we're all experiencing maybe cost of living issues, homelessness problems are getting worse. But Vancouver's way worse for homelessness.
I know,
like way worse.
It's an interesting, and then Montreal being the lowest. I'm like,
that's also kind of wild.
Exactly, especially because I think about Montreal, I'm like, they have a lot of, I guess they have a lot of problems with construction and stuff.
They do have some infrastructure issues, and their healthcare, I heard, is just not as great like in Quebec. That's what I heard.
But like culture wise and like all that, I'm like, well, I'm surprised. Anyway, I don't know how they do this.
I don't know how they do this either, but it's interesting. We dropped to 18.
All Canadian cities.
Who's
dropped.
beating us? Hold on. All right, guys, let's look at this list here. Okay. So number 1, Copenhagen. Number 2, Vienna. Number 3, Zurich. Number 4, Melbourne, Australia.
Interesting.
Number 5, Geneva, Switzerland.
Yep.
See this? Okay. Geneva, I heard, is boring as fucking shit, and it's like rich.
Yeah.
Like people have a lot of money there because like banking or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But anyway, Sydney, Australia.
Which is interesting again because they've had a
So
cost of living crisis.
Exactly. Osaka, Japan. Okay. Auckland, New Zealand. Adelaide, Australia. And then the only city in Canada is Vancouver, number 10. Which last year, I'm pretty sure there was like 3 or 4 of us because there was Calgary, Vancouver, and I'm pretty sure Toronto was in there too.
No, Toronto was number 12.
Oh, maybe Montreal was in there.
Yeah. So it's crazy.
Don't understand it, guys.
God
what do you guys
damn.
think? Is your city in this list?
No
cities in the United States of America are on this list.
Interesting.
Interesting.
I wonder if it was last year and it got bumped
No,
down.
I don't think so.
I know. Honestly, I don't think very
it would
many.
shock me.
I know. They don't make the top 20 usually, I don't think.
Well, I think like just based on maybe like safety alone, because of gun violence in the US, like just any city would be just like a high risk of gun violence.
Yeah.
So I feel like just based on that alone, and also like healthcare, for example, because they don't have public healthcare, so that would be an issue. Anyway,
goddamn.
Calgary, we're no longer the top 10 most livable city in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Although I think a lot of people still to this day, I'm not sure right now, but a lot of people moved to Calgary recently from the other cities in Canada, like Vancouver and Toronto, because it's just like not affordable there anymore. Yeah. So
interesting.
I guess it just depends on how you look at it.
Exactly. And I do think, although they have all these different factors of how they figure this out, this livability score, I do think that there's something to be said. Like a city is only as livable. And I know just like income is not like it is what it is, but like a city's only as livable as like how much you can like afford, right? Like if you're stuck in a city, like let's say you live in Sydney's saying it's the most livable, like 6th most livable in the world. But if you're on a shitty job or you have a job that's like doesn't pay you very much, not necessarily a shitty job, but like you just don't make much money. Yeah. You're living paycheck to paycheck. You can barely save. Are you going to feel like your city's that livable?
I know, it's weird. That's why like Vancouver is wild to me.
I know, because I feel like that trumps everything else, because you need to have that to be able to enjoy the infrastructure, to be able to enjoy going out to see the cultural events.
I think they would have to calculate it based on like for it to make sense to us. I feel like it would have to be kind of based on, okay, the average person, like middle income or median income person, are they finding it affordable, livable, like all that stuff? Yeah. Because if you ask that question, half these places, I mean, maybe not half, some of these places do have pretty good like social like programs. Yeah. But like, you know, like Australia, for example, or Vancouver, Canada, it just wouldn't make the list.
I know.
Because like you just would be like, because like if you're earning like, for example, like middle income or like, you know, you're middle class, it's going to, I mean, I guess it would just be lower class now because middle class has changed.
It's changed so much. Yeah. Like even in Canada, it's like, you know, back in the day when we were in university, they were like, oh, once you break that 6-figure.
What is middle class now?
If you break that 6-figure income bracket, it's like, oh my God, you've made it. And now it's like, no, you haven't.
It is wild though, because now it's like when I think $100,000 like a year for salary, it doesn't even feel like a lot. No, like, you're just like, oh, that's like normal. Yeah, which is kind of crazy because the thing is, that's not even like the average salary, right? The average salary is way lower.
The average salary in Canada is like $50K.
Is it still?
Or maybe $55K.
Okay, let's see here.
If you look at average salary across Canada.
In Canada, middle class can be broadly defined as individuals or families earning between 75% and 200% of the median household income after tax. Based on Statistics Canada data, this translates to a range between $52,000 or $52-something thousand and $141,000. But obviously there's wide perceptions of what is regarded as middle class. Yes. So the median income after tax for families and unattached individuals in Canada was $70,000 in 2022. That's median. Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
So that's like the most...
but not the average. I don't know what the average is.
The problem with average, median is a good... I think it's a...
Is it better?
It's hard to say, because what happens with the averages is like when you have the extremes, right? It really skews it, right?
Yeah, because there's gonna be like 5 people that earn like, I don't know,
20 billion. Yeah, exactly. And then it will skew it and be like, oh, everybody's earning.
Yeah, that's true. A median would be a better indicator.
Just type in. I mean, I'm just curious though. Just say average salary or average income in Canada. Like, I thought it was like around 50 something or maybe 60 something.
$62,800.
Yeah.
So if you're on that salary and you are, I mean, you could get by, like, I think you can live, like, it'll be fine. Yes. Like, you could live in Vancouver, for example, but you just aren't going to be, you know, like, you're probably going to be sharing, you know, a house with a couple roommates. Yeah. You're definitely not going to be, you know, doing super expensive things. Like, But
so you have to balance it out.
You have to balance it out.
I mean, we made it in London with some pretty
that's what I was going
low
to say.
salaries
But also,
to start.
we don't have kids. We don't have
Yes.
dependents.
Yeah.
And we were kind of there for fun, so we could have left. Like, there's a lot of factors.
This is so true.
So it's
Yeah.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so Canada, get your shit together. Apparently,
Damn, that'd be sad as hell.
there's some drama amongst the alpha males of this world.
Of course there is. And it's funny because, okay, so the Rose is just pulling
Heard about this?
I haven't heard about this thing, but the Liver King recently has been, or not recently, I think was it last year? Because for the longest time, he was like, I eat liver and I'm on a paleo or whatever the fuck the diet's called.
Like carnivore diet
And all this shit. And he was like, he looked jacked. And everyone was like, oh, you take steroids.
Yeah. This was a big news story.
Yeah.
I think we covered it.
I think we did too.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I don't take steroids, blah, blah. And then it came out that he did. So...
Yeah, like how did that get released?
I can't remember.
But it was like maybe 1 or 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Because I had not really heard of him.
Yeah.
But then he was like blowing up on social media because he would be fucking
then
eating like raw testicles or something.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I know.
And then he was like,
who
I'm
who
all
wants raw
natural.
testicles in their mouth?
Apparently
you know?
Liver King does. Maybe he just likes the balls in his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So and then he was like, yeah, this is all natural. And he like literally is built like a fucking like a gladiator or something.
Yeah.
And then it came out that he was on like all kinds of fucking steroids.
Yeah.
And then anyway, so that was the drama.
There's nothing wrong with being on steroids
Per se.
There's people that are using them. It is what
Sure.
it is. It's like Ozempic. It's like all these other things that people are taking. But if you build a brand that is based on the fact that you say you don't use this or you're using something else to get those same results, that's the problem.
That's fraud.
Exactly. That is 100% fraud. It's like, I can't go on there and be like, oh guys, follow my soup diet and you'll lose 50 pounds. And then later people are like, you were on Ozempic. And I'm like, well, I was, but really it was from the soup. It's like, come on, like let's call a spade here and just be honest with what you're doing. It's like people that, get all this plastic surgery. Again, nothing inherently wrong with getting a little bit of plastic surgery, but don't lie to people about it if you're building like a beauty brand with like a lip kit,
right?
Saying you didn't get fucking lip fillers.
Who are you talking about?
I'm not saying no names.
God damn.
But I think we all know who I'm talking about.
Does it rhyme with Riley?
Yeah, exactly that. like literally building a brand on these like, oh, if you buy my lip kits, they're going to make your lips look like you've got fucking huge ass lips. And I didn't get injections. I just use my own brand and my products. And it's like,
I know.
And people will have bought that product based on that false assumption.
Exactly.
And that's what's not right.
That is the problem.
Yeah, but anyway.
Agreed.
The news story.
The Liver King is now in the news again because he has been arrested, apparently because he was charged after threatening Joe Rogan.
Oh, do tell. I want to know about this.
So fitness influencer Brian Johnson, I guess that's his name, aka Liver King, was arrested Tuesday evening. So this is like, I think maybe a week ago or something. He was arrested at the Four Seasons Hotel. Oh, fancy way to get arrested.
Yeah.
In Austin, Texas, after making threats against podcaster Joe Rogan on Instagram. So I guess like he had posted a video in which he asked Joe Rogan to fight him. Joe Rogan, I'm calling you out. My name's Liver King. Man to man, I'm picking a fight with you. I have zero training in jiu-jitsu. God, I can't say it. Jiu-jitsu. You're a black belt. You should dismantle me. You want to read the rest?
Yeah, but I'm picking a fight with you. Your rules. Whatever you want me to weigh, I'll weigh. I weighed 190 this morning. I'll come to you whenever you're ready to go. He continued before dancing and adding, I'm on a vibration plate, by the way. That's why I'm shaking. You can't pick a fight with the real king and expect there not to be an actual fight, he added.
Oh, so maybe they were having some kind of beef.
So, and I'm reading this and I'm like, okay, I get it. It's like slight threat, but it's more like being like, bro, come fight me.
I know, exactly. It's so stupid. Like, why would you get like not to defend Liver King?
I know, but I was under the impression he's going to be like, watch it. I bought a gun.
Kill you.
Exactly. He's like, let's have a fight. You'll probably dismantle me.
Yeah.
Okay, is that really scary? Like if I'm like, Rose, fight me, but you'll probably win. You'll probably dismantle me.
Yeah, that's like, true. It's not even a threat.
I know.
In a statement, Austin police said that detectives reviewed the post and observed that Johnson was traveling to Austin while continuing to make threatening statements. Detectives contacted Mr. Rogan, who stated he had never had any interaction with Johnson and considered the post to be threatening. Really?
I know.
So basically, Joe Rogan was like, oh my God, he's threatening my life. Based on this information, detectives obtained an arrest warrant for Johnson on the charge of terroristic threat.
Oh my God. Let me just read this again because I'm sure he was like saying in his threat, he's like,
I'm calling you out. My name is Liver King. Man to man, I'm picking a fight with you. That's like every guy that's like, yo, man, you want to go outside, bro?
And look at all the social media people that are always like battling each other in these fucking fights. And then he goes like this though. He's like, I have zero training in jiu-jitsu. You're a black belt. You should dismantle me.
Yeah.
Like he's basically saying, I'm going to lose the fight, but I want to fight you. Like, I get it. It's a little bit. I think
it's him saying, technically you should dismantle me, but I'm going to win. I think that's kind of, but I'm picking a fight with you. Your rules, whatever you want me to weigh, I'll weigh. I don't even know what the fuck that means. I'll come to you whenever you're ready. Yeah. Whenever you're ready to go. I mean, come on.
Exactly. And he's saying, when you're ready, let me know. And he's not saying, like, I would get a threat if he's like, I'm going to show up at your house.
Yes.
And I'm a punch you out.
Exactly.
But this is like, oh, I want to have a fight with you, which is still a little bit weird.
Oh my God. Like, these are fucking grown ass, middle-aged ass men.
I know. And then it's like, I want to have a fight with you, but your terms, you let me know when. Have a good day. Yeah. You're a black belt. You'll probably dismantle me.
Yeah.
Sorry. And then he's like, and then it sounds like Joe Rogan might have picked a fight with the Liver King on his podcast. And that's maybe why this sparked it. Because he does say, because like, look here what he says at the end. He's like, you can't pick a fight with the real king and expect there not to be an actual fight.
Oh my
God.
God.
So he might have said something about the Liver King to be like, I'm gonna fight you on the podcast. And
then
like, that's crazy.
Oh my God, so stupid.
Yeah.
It said Joe Rogan. Oh, so he says this, Joe Rogan, we don't have to make videos to pretend anymore. All of this is happening. I'm coming to you and challenge you man to man to a fight. Honorable. The world is watching. They'll make the videos for us and you don't have to hold a camera. Johnson said in a follow-up video before his arrest, you can hold the hand of somebody you love because what happens next to you, you're going to need to remember that feeling. Again, it's like, is this a real threat of violence? Like, would this guy have been arrested if it wasn't Joe Rogan he was talking about? Fuck no. This is so stupid.
I know.
God.
Oh no. There's a pigeon trapped on your balcony.
Are you kidding?
No. It literally just tried to fly out and hit the.
No, Daniel!
Just look, see if I'm right.
No! Oh, how did he get in? No, I'm scared. You guys, the pigeon saga continues. Oh my God. So we put a net, a net?
A net. Yeah.
Covering the whole balcony, but there's like a small like a hole, like not a hole, but like where we tied it, there's like definitely like a bit of an opening. But I did think, I'm like, oh, what if they get in? But I'm like, oh, come on, they wouldn't like squeeze in here. God damn it!
It's so funny, guys. I didn't notice, and then as I'm like talking right now, in the corner of my eye, I see this thing fly up, and then it hits the net. And then falls back down. And I'm like, oh shit.
Like it hit the net.
Yeah. It like tried to fly out. And now it's like stuck.
Oh my God. You guys,
God
I can't
damn.
deal with this pigeon situation any longer.
maybe it'll get out by itself.
Maybe I'm thinking, okay, well, wait a bit. Oh, you have to go to. Mm-hmm. Okay, anyway, next story. So
anyway.
Final story.
Okay.
Let's talk about
our favorite person.
The dumbest thing ever. Honestly, guys, this is why we need a revolution.
I know.
Jeff Bezos' wedding.
Oh my God.
Do you know how much it cost, Daniel?
I want to say, because I did hear about this, and the ridiculousness of it. Wasn't it like 50 million or 100 million?
Let's see. Oh,
and it says that the quote of this was that it was relatively cheap. Did you see the top?
So, yes, for him.
Yeah.
It says, Jeff Bezos' multi-million-dollar wedding to Lauren Sanchez in Venice was relatively cheap for him.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, when you're a multi-billionaire, I don't think we can fathom, because I've seen people like kind of comparing, what that is like. Because like it's like a number that's so large that it's like ridiculous. It's almost like comical how much money it is.
It's ridiculous.
That's why it's like anyone that's defending this kind of nonsense, it's like the amount that it would take out of their pocket, like the percentage of income to like literally solve so many problems if they were just taxed the right amount. Yeah. It's insane. So basically, the wedding, this honestly,
so this is a
cost
one,
between, this is a one wedding.
Yeah.
Okay. $47 million. So between 47 to 56 million dollars. Okay. So, and again, this kind of breaks it down here. So they had it in Venice. Yeah. And while this sum may appear lavish to any ordinary American, and this kind of gives you an idea of how ridiculous
Yeah.
how much money this man has. It amounted to just 0.0193% or 0.02%
Yeah.
of the Amazon founder's estimated $244 billion net worth.
So hang on a second. It didn't even make up a 1%.
Not even, so 0.01, so basically it'd be 0.02%.
Yeah.
So what is that in like a normal average salary, let's say $60,000.
Yeah. Times
0. Wait, 0, 0.
0.
Wait, 0,
1.
2.
Yeah. It would be like somebody,
$12.
It would be like someone that earns $60,000 a year to spend $12 on their wedding. That is disgusting.
Why are we not like these people? Like, why are we not? Why are we allowing this? Okay, this is insanity. Like, I bet during the French Revolution, like the rich people, like I bet they didn't have as much money as the rich people of today.
No,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yet people were fucking
revolting.
Like,
I know.
why are we like?
But I think the problem is like the narrative of like this is the thing that really frustrates me about this whole concept, right? Because a lot of people are like, no, don't tax the rich because one day I might be there and I don't want to get taxed to shit. But it's like the reality of it is nobody that's listening to this podcast, including us, are going to be billionaires in our lifetime. And actually, I can't remember what the stat was, but it was like something crazy to like say the average person that's earning like 60 or I don't know, 70K a year would have to work for like over 1,000 years or something even more every year for longer than they could ever possibly live in their life. Obviously, like multiples of their lifetime to even get close.
Not even get close.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy.
I know. It's like actually it's such an unfathomable amount of money. And at the end of the day, guys, nobody needs this much money.
Nobody needs $1 billion.
Look, 47 million. I could fucking retire off of that right now today. And this
you
guy
can retire your family and your friends.
Exactly. And this guy is spending this on a fucking 1 day or two, like couple day wedding or something.
How are we okay with this? Like, this is crazy.
If anything, it just makes me more angry where I'm like, again, I think it's like this American dream of like seeing yourself in a billionaire somehow.
Like, it must be that.
It's like this narrative that's like, you work hard enough and you'll get there. And it's like nobody pretty much is going to get there.
And also, even the thing is, I think it's also that, and also this idea that like, oh, they worked.
They earned it. Yeah.
Like, it's this like crazy idea that they earned it. But it's like, also, first of all, they don't pay their fair share of taxes.
Yeah.
Second of all, once you have a certain amount of money, we've talked about this before, but once you have a certain amount of money, you can just let that money do the earning for you.
Exactly.
You don't even have to earn. And then once you have a certain amount of money, you just hire people to do your work for you. Like, think about all the Amazon workers that aren't paid a fair wage, that have to piss in fucking water bottles because they have to like fucking work really fast because that's like their system.
Yeah.
So, and do you think Jeff Bezos is doing that? Yes, maybe in the beginning he worked hard to get to a certain level.
Yeah.
But after that, in order to hoard more and more money, it's actually pretty fucking easy because now you can just spend the money that you have and you have more to lose. You have, what is it, less to lose or more to lose? Because you have like, if you have $1 million, you can spend, I don't know, fucking $100,000 and invest that. And that's only 10% of your income.
Yeah. But this is the thing too. It's like, and I always go back to this especially when people like argue about this, they worked hard to earn this money, right? The simple and easiest way that I explain this, like I had this chat with my parents one time and I was like talking about how, like, for example, if let's say someone gave me right now, I don't know, 10 or $20 million, if I didn't touch it and I just put it into high dividend yield stocks, right? I could invest such that a way that I get a monthly income from all of these stocks and do zero work.
Yeah.
Literally zero work and just keep getting income and still have my original 20 million investment and get this regular reoccurring income. And then my 20 million is probably also growing. So it's like the fact, and then I could be sitting doing fuck all.
Yep. And it's like, so you could be sitting doing fuck all. You can also, if you wanted to do a little bit of work, you could also like, start a business with that money. And then all you have to do is, again, hire people to do the work for you. You just fund the business.
Yeah.
And literally all you're doing is funding the business and maybe a couple hours of work, to like strategize or whatever. But it's like, the amount that you're working is actually not like proportionate
Exactly.
at all, right?
Guys, there's 24 hours in a day. That's it. That's all there is. There's no more than 24 hours.
It makes me so angry
I
that
know.
people don't understand this. It's like, Susan, you are making $80,000 a year. You are not. Why are you fucking fighting for the billionaire?
I know.
Like, fuck off.
They literally don't even give a shit about
They don't
you.
give a fuck. So anyways,
And
this
if it-
shit happened, and a bunch of celebrities went, and people are making fun of the whole thing because it's like, at this point, it's like, you know, I think people are kind of starting to wake up to the reality of
They are
this.
slowly.
They're slowly.
But like even going back to Susan, the $80,000 a year, you know, making, you know, supporting Jeff Bezos and arguing that, you know, he earned this, blah, 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 blah. Jeff Bezos doesn't give a shit about you, Susan. And you know what actually Jeff Bezos wishes? Or maybe he doesn't wish this, but what his company would do is they want you to order as much from Amazon as possible, even if you go into debt, because guess what? They don't care about you. They want to make a profit off you. And that's it. And if you go into $100,000 of debt because you keep charging things to Amazon that you don't actually need and you can't afford it on your $80K salary, guess what? Jeff Bezos got a bit richer.
Yeah. So the wedding was met with protesters, at least in the city, who said the city should not be rented by oligarchs, with lead protester Marta Sotoriva saying, our city has been sold to the highest bidder.
Yeah.
And the city officials disagreed with her statement, no space for Bezos' campaign, saying Bezos donated money to Venetian causes such as restoring. Here's the thing, like, I get it. I'm sure they can do some good, but it's like overall, a few people owning or having this much money is never good for like society, because it's like they influence politics, right? So they can buy politicians, and that's why our system is so rigged. Yeah. Because like, why were all the billionaires at Trump's inauguration? That's not a fucking coincidence.
Well, and also they're like, another thing too, this whole thing, oh, well, he donated money to the Venetian causes, restoring council homes, blah, 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 as part of his agreement with the city. But he only did that so he could have his wedding there.
Yeah.
He's not doing it out of the kindness of his heart.
Exactly.
He's
to
not
make
like,
it seem also that he's doing some good.
Exactly.
Right?
He's like, oh, you know what? I really want to use this land, even though it's sacred to you guys.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is I'll donate, you know, it's like that whole
to him, it's like $1.
Exactly. He's like, I'll just donate to you guys, and then they'll just shut the fuck up, and I can use the land and do whatever the hell I want, because money can just buy me whatever the fuck I want. It's so
and you know
ridiculous.
What really makes me mad? So apparently they had about 200 celebrity guests, including Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo, why are you fucking disappointing me?
I know.
Like, Mr. Climate Change, fucking,
I know. It's
you
bad.
know, like, why? This is like, why would you go to this wedding? Like, I'm sorry, it's embarrassing. Kardashians, of course, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
And then Oprah Winfrey. I can't. These people are living in a different universe, and I've had enough.
Well, listen to this. They all partied in Venice for several days, shutting off portions of the city from its residents.
Of course.
Like,
of course.
This is
because
again,
why would they party with the locals, right? Why would they want to be surrounded by
they want to shut the street
regular
down.
People?
Yeah, exactly. They're going to shut the street down. They're going to close all the bars. They're going to close everything that they want access to, kick all the regular people out. And this should not be allowed to happen. It's so crazy.
I know. It makes me so mad.
Yeah.
Honestly, it makes me angry. And I judge every celebrity that went because it's embarrassing. Sorry, it's embarrassing.
Yeah. And it's like, come on, guys. Like, you know, again, this is sliver of his wealth. And like, these people have so much wealth. They could do so much more for society.
Well, they shouldn't be able to have that money to begin with.
I know nobody needs that much money. Like nobody. It's crazy.
Yeah, we're like, oh my God. Like,
He
we have
earned it.
fucking half this population. Yeah, saying like, oh my God, he works so hard.
He works so hard.
I
really look up to him and Elon.
Yeah, to exploit workers and yeah.
Well, this is the thing, guys. A lot of these billionaires, and we've talked about this on the podcast before, very few, if any, got there without some form of exploitation of people or resources or something. Because at the end of the day, if Amazon paid their workers a fair wage and everything else, and like actually not just a fair wage, like a good salary, and did profit sharing with them and really took great, amazing care of their employees, Jeff Bezos wouldn't be a billionaire. Probably he would.
Well, he might still be.
Yeah,
maybe.
Oh, he probably would with how much money he has.
Yeah, they also do a lot of. It's not just the worker part, which is a huge portion.
Yeah,
but also they do a lot of like shady business practices, which makes them more money.
Yeah,
like they drive out of small businesses out of business. They do a lot of shady shit. Remember, like to weed out competition.
Right. They'll undercut the price until the competition fails, and then they'll put it back up.
Stuff like that.
Yeah,
and so they've done tons of shady shit.
Yeah.
And now it's like they've achieved their purpose, which is basically like anytime we need to buy something, it's Amazon. And even people that are, critical of it, such as ourselves, we have to use this service. We feel like we don't have to use the service. So I guess maybe we should try not to.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's become such the norm.
Yeah.
And like, this is what happens. Yeah. Now it's like a fucking, monopoly. Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Should we rant about the Labubus or are we done here?
Oh my God. Another.
Fucking consumerism. Like it has. Okay. I feel like every year some new thing comes out online that becomes really trendy.
Yeah.
Last year, I feel like maybe it was last year. Maybe it was like the Stanley Cup thing.
Yes. Stanley Cup was huge.
Which makes me extra mad because the entire point of those like reusable water bottles is that it's supposed to be better for the environment. But what, like, apparently making one of those, it's like one of those insulated bottles, right? Yeah. Making one of those is like you have to use a lot of disposable ones to make up for
how much energy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So which is fine if you have one that you use for like fucking 40 years.
Yeah.
And because they can last a long time.
Oh, yeah.
But the problem is it's like now also like those like Yeti cups and stuff, which I love, right? But nowadays they make like all these companies, they put their company logo on it.
Or collectible ones.
Yes. And like the Stanley Cup became like a collectible.
Yeah.
And now we have a new collectible.
Yes. Called?
Labubus.
Labubu.
I can't.
Yeah.
I judge everyone that has one of these. I'm sorry. I mean, I guess it's fine if you like have one, although I think it's ugly and weird.
They're just like, it's just, I'm just like, I'm the wrong market for this, I think. I don't know.
We're definitely the wrong market.
I know. I don't
understand.
They're technically bag charms. So I'm guessing people that have like Birkins and stuff, they'll get like a Labubu to go on their Birkin.
I feel like it's like it's a weird status symbol.
Like how much? Let's see how much a Labubu is. I want to find out. Labubu.
Here's what they do though. This is why it's like a consumerism fucking, I think what happens is, so this is what I heard. I haven't done too much of a research on this, but oh my God. So basically what they do, I think, is when they sell it, again, they do that thing. This is again, a marketing tactic. I think they release a few at a time. I'm not sure. But what they do is like, you don't know what you're getting.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. So when you buy the box, this is why it's like a collectible, right? So you don't know what you're getting. And then there's certain ones that are like supposed to be, the rare ones.
Yeah.
So everyone's trying to get those. So then you end up buying multiple.
You know who I feel like started this, or not didn't start this, but did this again, very quote unquote well, but again, it's a consumer trick, is Pokemon cards. Because I remember when Pokemon cards came out, they would come in like packs of like 10 or maybe like 15 cards. And in there, you weren't guaranteed even to get like a elusive shiny card,
Right.
And you would buy these packs, right? And literally, you would have no idea what was in the pack. So it could be all cards you already have.
Yeah.
So you're purchasing things that you already have.
Right.
And then the whole premise of it is like, oh no, but you want to trade with your friends and blah, blah, blah. But again, it's like, like for example, I have a TV. I'm not just going to go in and blindly buy another TV, right? Like this is unnecessary purchases. Like I'd rather know what I'm buying and be able to just fucking buy it.
I know. I don't know. I mean, so I guess I'm trying to be understanding, but it's really hard for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I just feel like, I guess we always had collectibles, but I've just never seen adults be so obsessed with stuff like this. You know what I mean? Because usually it's like a kids thing and maybe a few niche people that are like interested.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, I just feel like it's this like consumeristic craze, like the Stanley Cup. Like people want to collect this.
Well, and I think this goes hand in hand though, guys. Like it's one thing to be, oh, it's like a cute Labubu doll and blah, 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 blah. The problem is like, especially in, Canada, US, all these markets and stuff, overall, because like I was thinking about this a minute ago and I was just like, we see like even for Stampede, there's so many people here, so many people traveling, but then we also hear at the same time, consumer debt's at an all-time high.
Right.
So the problem is not so much necessarily these things. Like if you can legitimately afford them, fine. The problem is there's so many people that are struggling and it's getting worse and worse and worse. And then this stuff is like taking off and people are going into debt to buy it. Or they're like taking this out on credit and doing like Klarna payments and weird things like this. And it's like, that is the fucking problem.
It's capitalism final boss. People can't afford shit. Cost of living is crazy. And yet people are crazy about Labubus
I know,
and fucking will
buying them.
buy them when they can't even fucking afford rent or afford groceries.
I know.
And then they'll put it on their credit card and then they're gonna have credit card debt. It's a fucking, I don't know. It's this, exactly. It's like if we lived in a normal economy where, people were fine and they were making rent and we weren't talking about fucking cost of living every goddamn second of our lives.
Exactly.
And we were all, living well, then have a collectible, sure. And especially if we weren't living in a fucking climate change disaster catastrophe, okay, then sure.
Yeah.
But when we're living in this world where it's like fucking, we don't know when the earth is gonna, have had enough with us, we don't know when the climate change is gonna just go a little too far.
Yeah.
We don't know when we're gonna because our garbage and our waste, like all of that. We saw that movie with Buy More or whatever the fuck. It is out of control. And then we have stuff like this.
Yeah. And you're right, Rose. They are packaged. So Labubus are packaged in a blind box. So when you buy them, you don't know what it is until it's been opened.
And
so
I've seen adult, like fucking grown ass people open these up and like scream and they're like, oh my God.
It's the one I wanted, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh my God.
So stupid.
I know. And
I'm sorry, I can't.
I know. And again, I think outside of, if we were in a different world where, again, we didn't have all these like issues of overconsumption. And the thing is, especially with the credit stuff and all these people living on credit and like credit going through the roof, like there is gonna be a breaking point. Like this is not sustainable, guys. Like you can't keep, like this is like even in your own personal financial situation, you can't put, you only have a limit on how much credit you can eventually take out before you go bankrupt and cannot afford it anymore. You know, like, and then you can't get more credit. So you're fucked.
Yep.
So like,
I know. It's honestly disturbing.
But again, these companies like Amazon, they don't care about all y'all going into debt for buying all their products. They want you to buy more all the fucking time.
Oh, wait. So how much do they cost? So it says a single blind box costs $28, while a whole set of 6 is priced at $168. And then the Mega Labubu Tech 1000% All About Us, which is a much larger figure, costs $959. And I bet you like those rare ones, they sell like out of market for like fucking thousands of dollars because people are so fucking stupid. Like, I'm sorry, but like it's dumb.
Well, one of the side hustles that one of my friends in London had, which again, good on you for doing this side hustle, but still the ridiculousness of it. Yeah. They would like some of these like, like Yeezys and special edition sneakers. They'll often like do like lotteries where you have to put your email in and people would put like all these different emails and then you get selected to buy it at the store.
Yes.
Which you get it at like, still expensive, but it's like, maybe it's 250 pounds, but you can then turn around and resell it for like 750 pounds.
Yeah, which is what a lot of people did actually.
And people were doing it and making tons of money. And I'm like, again, I'm not hating those people for doing that. I
don't hate the player.
Exactly. I'm like, it's so ridiculous.
I know.
And that's what the ticket resales are happening when you hear these Taylor Swift concert tickets going for like 10 grand a ticket.
I don't understand. This is what I mean. It's like everyone's complaining about cost of living, yet somehow people are spending thousands of dollars on concerts, buying Labubus.
Like even we were talking about like Stampede and stuff, and there's some big artists coming here, but some of those tickets, and those are tickets that are like not like $1,000, but like maybe they're like $150, $200. I'm like, I like the artist, but it just seems a little bit expensive.
It's like we're living in this weird reality where nobody can afford anything, but everyone's spending way above their means, and it's like it's so weird. It's like it's like nobody knows how to
budget.
Yeah.
I know, because like this is the thing, guys. Like if I wanted to, fuck yeah, I could have bought those tickets to Kygo to go later. I could have done all this stuff and just just like I have like a 10,000 limit on my credit card. I can just be like, fuck yeah, drinks on me. Let's just keep going. But then it's like,
I know.
I
know. I don't understand.
No words.
And on that positive note,
God damn, we're in a capitalist hellscape.
We really are. I don't get what's happening.
But I keep hearing like late stage capitalism, like we're getting to this point where it's like, again, all these people with credit keeps going up, all this stuff. Again, there is a level that will be reached where it's unsustainable.
Yeah,
like,
we're going to have a great depression maybe.
Oh, God damn.
God damn.
And on that positive note.
You guys, thank you so much for listening. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't yet.
Yep.
Make sure you like this video on YouTube if you are watching on YouTube. Make sure you join us on YouTube memberships or Patreon for the lovely perks.
Yeah.
And follow us on whatever podcast platform.
Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, guys, and we'll catch you next week.
Bye.
Bye.